takes two people who think they know each other, puts the two into a very small room, locks the door, and says, now really get to know each other. Today, you are asking God to put you into this very small room together. It is a place that will allow you, Michael, and you, Heather, to feel true freedom and to find true happiness. It is a place where you will challenge each other with dirty dishes and with piles of laundry, and things remembered and things forgotten. The wonderful thing about marriage is that when you lock yourselves together, and when you keep that togetherness strong, everything else in your lives will become survivable. We are here today to celebrate the growth of your one love in two persons. Paul describes love like this in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. He describes a love that never fails, a love that is patient, kind, unselfish, and trusting. This love endures beyond the bounds of time and gives value to everything in life. Let me read his words to you. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. Love does not demand its own way. Love is not irritable, and it keeps no record of when it has been wronged. It is never glad about injustice, but rejoices whenever truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, and is always hopeful, and endures through everything and every circumstance. There are three things that will endure: faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is love. Many have described this love using the golden rule that Jesus gave us. You know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In fact, I heard a story about a bride and groom one time where the bride gave him a shotgun. No, she gave him a bottle of perfume and he gave her a shotgun. As you can see, the most important part of love is not giving your partner what you want, but rather watching them, figuring out what they want, and doing everything in your power to meet their needs. Love each other enough to learn that the other's inmost desires and strive to meet them. Give up your right to be right, and fiercely guard your right to be together. And this commitment to stay together will give your love the safe space it needs to grow. A Christian scholar once wrote, your love will not sustain your marriage, but your marriage may sustain your love. From this moment on, you are growing within that kind of committed love. You have the glorious opportunity to wake up every morning and say, I remember our wedding. I love you more now than then, and I want to keep loving you forever. All kinds of things are going to throw themselves in your way. You will have many problems, disagreements. You will face people's opinions and in-laws, and maybe even tornadoes. You may forget each other's birthdays or even an anniversary. Modern life is full of things that may tear you apart, and you only have one thing that can hold you together: the vows that you make here today. To love, honor, and cherish one another more and more each day, starting today and getting better and better and better. From today through all of your tomorrows, your whole life will be enhanced by or limited by how well you can live into these vows. When you find yourselves in these situations, I ask you to reflect on this marriage advice. Let your love be stronger than your anger. Learn the wisdom of compromise, for it is better to bend than to break. Look for the best in your beloved rather than the worst. Confide in your partner and ask one another for help. Remember that true friendship is the basis for any lasting relationship. Give your spouse the same courtesies and kindness that you bestow on your friends. And say, I love you every day. Michael and Heather, I remind you that marriage is a precious gift, a lifelong dedication to love, and a daily challenge to love one another more fully and more freely. This is the part you've been waiting for. With this understanding, do you, Michael, take Heather to be your beloved wife, to be a tender, faithful husband, to love and cherish her in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, and keep yourself only unto her?
I do.
And with this understanding, do you, Heather, take Michael to be your beloved husband, to be a tender, faithful wife, to love and cherish him in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, and keep yourself only unto him? Heather and Michael have chosen rings as outward symbols of their commitment that they make today. From earliest times, the ring has been a symbol of wedded love, a an unbroken and never-ending circle, symbolizing a commitment to love that also is never-ending.
Would you like some?
Michael, take the ring that you have selected and place it on Heather's finger. Say these words to her. This ring, a gift for you,
This ring, a gift for you,
symbolizes my desire
symbolizes my desire
that you be my wife
that you be my wife
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
Heather, take the ring that you have selected and place it on Michael's finger. Say these words to me. This ring, a gift for you, symbolizes my desire that you be my husband from this day. Let these rings serve not as locks binding you together, but as keys unlocking the secrets of your hearts for each other to know, and thus bringing you closer together forever. And now I want to ask everyone else here for a promise. Michael, Heather, if you'd face the folks, turn around and look at them. If you agree with what I'm saying, say we will.
We will.
Will you, family and friends, will you, family and friends of Michael and Heather, look upon these rings and remember this vow?
We will.
Will you do everything you can to remind Michael and Heather to cling to each other through the good and through the bad?
We will.
Will you promise to never interfere with the vows made here today?
We will.
Let us pray. Eternal God, with your grace, no promise, without your grace, no promise is sure. Strengthen Heather and Michael with patience, kindness, gentleness, and all the other gifts that you so abundantly impart, that they may fulfill the vows that you have made this day. Keep them faithful to each other and to you. Fill them by your word and spirit to serve you all of their days. Amen. Michael and Heather, having witnessed your vows for marriage with all of your sympathy here and by the authority vested in me, I announce with great joy that you are husband and wife. Michael, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you as husband and wife for the first time and for all time, Mr. and Mrs. Romero.